welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm doing my delayed May edit. I actually leave for Paris tomorrow. By the time you're watching this, you will have seen that I'm in Paris with Marco and Wade. And this trip was not in the cards at all up until several campaigns came up, and I'm shooting them in Paris, and I'm so excited to have Marco come along because he originally was not going to be able to travel. Things have just kind of been all over the place with his job. I had just enough points to book his round trip airfare and then pay like $5 on top, something like that, and decided that we would bring Wade on this trip because we originally wanted to bring him in February, but because we were flying into the UK first, regulations were just a lot more strict. I took this as an opportunity to bring Wade, and I am just so excited to have him see one of my favorite cities. I'll have a little bit more on traveling with Wade in the next vlog, but I'm just so excited. I did want to mention two things that recently came in, technically added in June, but I wanted to mention them. The first one is Fable, which you saw me unbox in the intro, and I have been wanting their dinnerware for so long. I just couldn't pull the trigger because we have dinnerware that we liked, but there was just no reason to really replace it up until my manager was like, oh, they would love to send you some stuff. I made my selections. I chose a dinnerware bundle, I chose some glassware and the carafe, as you have seen, but they also gave me a discount code. So in case anyone was wanting to shop Fable, you can use Alyssa Lenore 10 at checkout for 10% off, and my link down below. They're so beautiful, and it's just like such an adult thing to find like glassware and dinnerware that you really love. But we will be putting it through the ringer in terms of eating on them, seeing how they hold up against scratches, seeing how they hold up in the dishwasher. So I'll provide a more in-depth review of that for the next edit video. Another thing that I wanted to mention really quickly, because I know it's a bit of a timely thing, is the Sonos Ace. These are brand new headphones that literally just came out yesterday. I ordered them because I really wanted to test them out with the trips coming up. Upon first impressions, I love how it looks. I'm actually kind of matching this case. The case is really nice, and they come in this color and black as well. And this is a removable pouch that has cables, and this is charged by USB-C. Marco and I tested this out, and Marco is an audiophile like his dad. Like, they have very specific things for sound, and they're just very particular. So I had Marco put these to the test. I put these to the test. What I love about these is that they're so much lighter and so much more comfortable, and I just really like how they look as well. They're very similar to the AirPods Max in that this comes off, but there is a point in me wearing my AirPods Max that it begins to hurt because they are so heavy. They're not also ideal for working out, so this might be a great alternate. The sound is great. However, if you are an Apple Music user and you love your Dolby Atmos, that Apple ecosystem just works so well, and the sound is so much fuller. Marco and I did a comparison. Marco is the one with Apple Music. I have Spotify, and I'm not too specific about my sound. I will say that I was very impressed with the noise canceling on this because I couldn't hear anything Marco was saying when I was trying these on. I am excited to try these out in flight, so I will be able to provide a little bit more of an in-depth review again for the next edit. They're very comfortable, and they're definitely so much lighter just because of the cushion here, and I feel like I like the cushion of this as well. They're kind of in a similar price point, but if you are looking for AirPods Maxes, I would say wait until they switch over to USB-C because I feel like there's got to be an update sometime soon. But that's just like my quick little mini haul of some things that came in this week that we're gonna review even further for June. All right, May edit, let's go. First one that I want to mention is DeHanch belts, and they are just so good. I told myself that I wasn't going to do any more designer belts, and I just really wanted good quality belts that could really, you know, help accessorize an outfit. I first spotted them on Net-a-Porter, but they were on ShopMy. They actually gave me a code to share, so you can use Alyssa10 at checkout. And I will have links down below to the exact ones that I have. I have 3 of their belts, and they are so beautifully done, so well made, and you want to spend a little bit on making sure that you have a good quality belt, because I've definitely had belts that were on the cheaper side that I noticed the leather started to peel, started to crack, the hardware was tarnishing. I feel like this is a great middle ground for anyone that is looking for a good quality belt that elevates an outfit without, you know, spending so much money on a logo that you might get tired of. Next are my Nabi sunglasses from Gentle Monster. I'm so glad that I got these after Queen of Tears because they have just been like my go-to. Again, Gentle Monster is just so good at making frames that are very flattering for Asian faces. Not to say that it is only for Asian people, but I've definitely been able to find so many more pairs within Gentle Monster compared to other brands. So if you are near a Gentle Monster store, definitely check them out and be sure to get them custom fitted. If you order online and you happen to be traveling somewhere with a Gentle Monster store, bring your frame because they're able to adjust them as well. I learned that I kind of have like a lopsided head, so I got mine adjusted. But yeah, the knobby are great. The other ones that I recently got were tote, and this is kind of the two pairs that I'm going back and forth between this summer. Next is Spinelli Kilcollin, and this is something that I got very recently towards like the end of May. And the first one that I got is the Tigris, and this one is in silver, gray diamonds, and gold. And I got this as like my 11-year vlog anniversary. I've been wanting Spinelli Kilcollin rings for so long, and shortly after I got this one, I was out in the city with Cassie and I dragged her and I ended up getting a second pair that was just all silver. I love these rings. I think they're just like the perfect accessory that's slightly different from the rings that I have. And if you were a person that loved to stack their rings, I definitely think you'll love Spinelli Kilcollin. They have quite a price range for their pieces, and they start at $200 for the simplest style, but then they'll go up to the thousands depending on diamonds and gold and all those things, because you can find some that's just a single band, 2-band. Mine are 3 bands and I just love them so much. Definitely like one of my favorite purchases of the year so far. Yeah, we're gonna write this down. It's my best of 2024. Next up are the Logan jeans from Rag & Bone. Now, you know that I have loved the Sophie Miramar jeans, but there are times when you just want something that's a little bit stiffer with a little bit more shape to it. The Miramars are very soft, very, very comfortable, but if you want something with a little bit more structure to it, definitely check out the Logans because they're still soft, but they're definitely more jean-like. I've been loving these. I didn't need to get them hemmed at all because they just fit at the right length. I would say they run pretty true to size, so if you are on the hunt for some jeans, definitely check these out. Now we're going into beauty. First one is my chubby little Westman Atelier brush. This is what I use for my skin drops, and the skin drops have been my go-to like foundation for quite some time now. I want to say like maybe a year and a half. The first time I used Westman Atelier was when I went to Miami with Farfetch and Cassie. So that was like December of 2022. So I love this foundation brush. I got this during like the Sephora sale, but I wasn't really using it until recently. I used to be an avid Beauty Blender user, and now I've just switched brushes and I just like it so much more. I also recently cleaned all of my brushes. So if anyone needed a sign that they needed to go clean their makeup brushes, please do so, because I need to be better at that. And once I clean all of them, I felt so good. So definitely get to it if you've been putting it off. We're going to go into a flop. So this one is the Lancome mascara. I got this in the mailer. It's not for me. I tried to apply it. This kind of a applicator just does not work for me and my lashes. So this did not work for me. This was too thick, too messy. I got it all over my eye and it's just too much. And I don't even like big lashes, so I just wanted to try it out to see. What I do love from Lancome is this mascara. So if you tend to be on the lighter side in terms of your makeup, I think you'll really like this one. I also really love Hourglass, but this applicator is a curved shape, which makes it a lot easier to reach those trickier spots. I also like that the length of these bristles kind of taper off towards the tip. So if anyone is on the hunt for a nice, easy mascara, definitely check out this one. If you like a fuller look and know how to control an applicator like this one, then yeah, because the Lancome formula is amazing. I've also been a fan of their primer for the longest time. I use that before my mascara goes on. I think I featured it in a previous edit video, but this is a great mascara. This one did not work for me. Okay, another favorite for May was my trip to Miami with my college girlfriends. Jess and I have been best friends since the 4th grade. We went to school together up until 8th grade, went to different high schools, And then we were roommates for 2 years in college before I transferred to FIT for interior design. We've been best friends for 23 years. We've known Mela for like over 10 years because she was our college roommate. And so it was nice to just really unplug. And I feel like when people say Miami, they think of like going out and nightlife. When I hear Miami, I think beach, pool, reading, food, sleep. And it's such a quick flight from New York. And I just really loved being able to unplug with my friends, have good food, lay out in the sun, read a book, go by the beach. So it's just been really nice. And whenever I travel, it's typically with work attached to it, or I'm vlogging or making sure that I'm taking photos and documenting things for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. But this one was a true, like, let me just chill. I didn't ask them to take any photos of me. We were just vibing, having good food, and just like a nice little girls' weekend away. Next is this Kindle stand that I got. Kindle stand and remote. And I have been reading so much more lately, especially because of the trips. And there were times when I would just like get a cramp or, to be honest, feel lazy. And so this has been so nice to just lie down and click a button rather than holding the Kindle the entire time. If you know anyone in your life or you yourself are a Kindle reader, this makes for such a fun gift, especially if you know someone that just loves to snuggle up in bed or on a sofa. Been downloading so many books and have been trying to work towards a goal, hitting a certain amount of books for the year. That is pretty much it for my May edit. Next video is going to be a Paris vlog and I'm very excited. So once again, thank you all so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.